You're with Libby from libbystamps.com, and I'm going to show you today how I made this little gift box with the envelope punch board. It was featured on my blog yesterday as part of the Latte Girls blog hop, but I thought I'd show you exactly how I made it. So we'll get started, and you need a piece of card which is 7.5 by 10.5. Then you'll need your Simply Scored, and we're going to come in and score on the long side at 2.5, 5 inches, 7.5 and 10. So that's 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10. I'll put all the measurements on my blog. Then you're going to turn it a quarter and you're going to score at 2.5, 5 1/4 and 5 3/4. And that's all you need your Simply Scored for. Alright, then you're going to burnish all those lines. So we'll start on the short side. Going to be where we seal our box. Alright, the large part at the bottom is the base. So we'll be cutting into that. And then these two scores here, you need to fold the first one at 5 1/4 in, and the second one at 5 3/4 out. Alright, so that's all our folding, and then you can bring in your snips, and you're going to cut some away. So as usual, I cut a bit of a triangle, I suppose, just so that the edges meet nicely when you do the bottom. And this last little bit at the end, we can chop it off. Alright, that's all you need your snips for. And then you're going to bring in your envelope punch board, fold this across, and you're going to punch at each crease, getting each crease in about the middle. So you'll have to push it under, and then I find if you line your second score up with the edge of your pointer here, so second score and the edge here, that'll be about the middle. So, and we punch down. Alright, that's all you need your envelope punch board for. So, I'm going to use some Tombow liquid adhesive for this. Before I do that, I'm going to adhere my DSP. Now, make sure if you're cutting out directional DSP, you cut it out in the right direction, so they all look nice on the panels. So this bit of DSP is 2 3/8 by 2 5/8, so 2 3/8 across and 2 5/8 long, and it's going on these larger panels here, and you need 4 of them. So that's those pieces on. Then you need 4 pieces for the top, and these pieces are going to measure 2 3/8 across by 1 3/8. And you need 4 of those. That's our DSP adhered, so that makes our little box almost finished. And I've cut about 24 inches of the Real Red satin stitched ribbon, and it'll go around the middle up here where these holes are. But make sure you put your gift inside before you do that. Alright, we're going to adhere our box now. So I need to put some adhesive here. You could use fast fuse or tear and tape if you like. I like liquid glue because it gives you a bit of wriggle room. And you fold that over and fold this over and it'll meet just nicely. So, alright, so when you've got that adhered, work out which is your back. So your back, the back of your box is where your seam is, if you like, where you adhered it before. So that's going to be the back, so that flap will go in first. Then you'll put your 2 side flaps in and then your front flap last. Now, I don't put adhesive on the base, the one that I first fold in, but I do put it on the sides randomly. Push that in and push that in. And then I put some, this is the front, so you want it to adhere properly on the front, and you want a strong adhesive, because if you put something heavy in here like a candle, you want it to be able to stay together. Then I just take my bone folder and I go around the inside just to make sure that's all adhered properly. Alright, our box is nearly finished. So what I did on this one was I stamped using the Holly Jolly layers, which is a hostess set you can get when you have a party or a workshop of $250 or more. So I've used this stamp from the Holly Jolly layers, and I coloured, I used Stampin' Up markers, so garden green and real red, and this is all real red. And then I've used the layering circles dies, framelit dies, to cut out the sentiment, and then I've cut a circle of real red with one of the scallops out of the layering circles. Now I also made a tag using the tag topper punch and the banner punch, and the tag measures 2 inches by 4 inches, so 2 inches across, 4 inches long, and the DSP is 1 7/8 by 3 1/4. I've used the scallop tag topper punch on the top and the triple banner punch on the bottom, and I've just put DSP on one side. I've left the other side blank for you to write on, and it's attached with garden green baker's twine from the trio pack in the holiday catalogue. Alright, so all we need to do now for our box is make sure you've got the wrong side, the back of the box on the bottom, and you're just going to tie a bow. Make sure you put your gift inside first, because if you tie your bow and you haven't put your gift inside, you may have to untie your bow, and they're never the same twice, are they? So I pull it tight and loop and around the back and through the front, tidy it up a bit. There we have our box. And there's the other one I made yesterday. I've used the Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper. So I hope you like those boxes. They'll fit a candle in them, or a little jar of lollies, or all sorts of things in them, ready for Christmas. And don't forget, you can make these for any occasion, not just Christmas. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it a brighter place. It'll take creation.